Hi kindergartners, it's me, Miss Mary. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all happy and healthy and staying home with your families. Hope you've been getting some schoolwork in. Today we're going to make some art together using just the materials you have at home. So your art supplies might not be the same as mine, but we're going to be using stuff we have around the house. As you know, I work for Art House, so this video is brought to you by Art House and it's part of our Urban Bright partnership. That's how I normally see you at school. So I'm just going to walk around the table and let's get started. Okay, normally we use different art supplies in school. We use watercolor paints, pencils, crayons, oil pastels. Can you think of anything else we use? Well, we use a lot of shapes and paper and fabric. We made some great collages. And today we're going to do something that's temporary. Do you know what temporary means? Let me write that down for you. I have my dry erase board here and my special dry erase marker. Okay, so temporary. I have it written right here, but if I erase it, now it's gone. Temporary is something that doesn't last a long time. It's just there for a little bit, just like that word I erased. So we're going to make a temporary portrait. A portrait is a picture, a painting, maybe a photograph of a face. So we're going to make a temporary portrait using just things we have around the house. And the word we use for those things we have around the house are found objects. Now, they might really be things you found, maybe in your recycling bin or just laying around the house. And we're not going to glue them, we're not going to use tape, we won't be using any paint. So they're just temporary. You can return them to where you found them before. So for our portraits, we'll use found objects and then you can put them away. Let's see what found objects I have today. Like I said, my art supplies might not be the same as the things that you have around your house, and that's absolutely fine. Artists are able to create using all different kinds of found objects. So for our portrait, I'm going to start with a head. So here's my head. It is a plate. What shape is this? It's round. That's right, a circle. So here's my face for my temporary found object self-portrait. I have my head here. What else do we need when we have a face? If you were going to draw a portrait of Miss Mary, what would you include? What's on your face? Let's see, I have 2 eyes, a nose, I have a mouth. If it's open, you can see my 2 lips, some teeth. I have eyebrows, and I have an ear on either side. So what else could we add to our plate or other shape to create a portrait? How about, here's a bottle cap. Oh, there's my kitty. Hi, Tucky. So that could be an eye. What else do I have down here? All kinds of stuff. Oh, maybe a button. So I have a button. That could be another eye. Now, what am I missing? How about a nose? It doesn't have to be the exact shape of a nose, but a nose is kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 sides make a triangle. Can you make a triangle with your hands? I can. It's kind of a nose shape, right? How about I go through my bag of rocks? I love to collect rocks when I hike and travel. I bet you might even have some rocks outside your house. Now, make sure you're allowed to gather and use these found objects for our temporary self-portrait. This one looks good. It's kind of the shape of a heart. I think that's fun for a nose. So I'll put that down for my nose. What else could I use? Oh my goodness, I have these little pine cones. These fall off of pine trees, and they have little seeds in them, and that's how they grow. Normally I don't collect too many, but I have a few from when I was traveling. So maybe they would make some good bushy eyebrows. Usually we have 2 eyebrows, but sometimes they grow together. That's okay. Got some eyebrows. What else? What should we add? How about a mouth? I have some pennies that I found in my change jar, and I think those would make a nice smile. So I'm going to just set them down one at a time, all of my little circles. So I'm making my little face right here. Looking pretty good, right? Can you see it? It's temporary, so it's not glued down, but my portrait is coming along. I mentioned that we also have what? How do we hear? We have 2 ears. That's what I have down here that I could use for 2 ears. How about 2 oranges? The name for these little tiny oranges is clementines. Can you say clementines? All right, so I'll put them on the side of my face. Is it all done? What else can you add? I have a lot of hair, and I know some of you have really fun hair that you like to do different things with. How about, here's something I have. Do you have these at home? Maybe. These are my little earbuds for listening to music on my phone when I run. So maybe you want to add some hair. Uh-oh, my pine cone eyebrow ran away. Here's some hair. Or how about some other ideas? I have yarn or string. And if you're allowed, you can cut some off if you have some of this at home. If not, you can just unwind it. And I'll just set it here. And maybe I'll make some silly hair over here too. Your portrait can get a little dressed up if you want to. I have a couple of little hair clips. This one's a bunny and this one's a dog. You can set those right here. And that's one way to make a temporary found object portrait. So it's not glued down, it's not there forever, and I can change it up. If you want to make another one, should we make another one? Let's do it. All gone. Okay, so I still have my plate, I still have my round circle, and maybe I can use different things this time. Let's see. I have a broken earring. It's just a wooden circle. I'll put it right here for my eyes. And then I have a rubber band. This is from maybe some broccoli. What else do I have? 2 little things of lotion, like the little ones your mom might put in her purse. How about for some eyebrows? We'll use those. Some little blue and white eyebrows. And, oh, a key. This is a fun key. Do you see it? It's kind of special. I like that for the nose. Do you remember what the holes in the sides of our nose are called? Nostrils. That's how we breathe. Right now we're not supposed to be touching our face too much, but those nostrils help us breathe, just like our mouth. Let's all breathe together. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Did that feel good? It can be calming to breathe deeply. All right, I have 2 eyes, 2 eyebrows, 1 nose made out of my special key, and I still need a mouth. What can I use for my mouth? How about a plastic fork? This plastic fork can go right here. This face kind of looks like this. It's not very smiley. It's just kind of... All right, I have some markers. I have light blue or turquoise, light pink. I like to call this spring green because all the little plants that are starting to come up, this is the first color they show when they're growing. And then I have a red and black one. So it's okay if they don't match. Maybe we'll give it spiky hair. Do you like the spiky hair? I think that's kind of fun. And I would like to complete my temporary portrait using found objects with some ears. How about I'm back. It's a little measuring cup. So here's one ear, and I only had one of them. So I'll have to get creative and use another found object. It's okay if it doesn't match. When we make art, we know we can be creative and use our different materials. So I think I'll grab 2 more of these little pine cones and make another ear. Okay. What else could you include in yours? Could you include maybe clothes or a big bow in your hair? Maybe you can make a neck or a shirt. Whatever you add is great. And this is a fun activity to do with your whole family. I'm sure your brothers and sisters are home. Maybe you're hanging out with your cousins too. I would love if you took a picture of your temporary self or your temporary portrait. It could be a self-portrait, a picture of you. And if you take a picture of it, you can email it to me or you can show me when we go back to school. I would be so happy to see what you create and all the imaginative materials you come up with. I do ask that you make sure you have permission to use any of your found objects around the house and make sure you put them back when you're done. All right, make sure you clean up your mess just like we do at the end of every class. And if you're doing this with somebody else, what do we always do when we have materials that other people are using? We share. So this is definitely a time for sharing too. So I hope you've had a good time making your portrait. And remember, temporary means just for a little while. The word portrait is a picture of a face. And that could be what we're making right now with our found objects we're assembling together using anything you find around the house. All right. I will see you all soon. I hope everybody's safe and healthy. And I will be back in your school in Luther Memorial representing Art House and our Urban Bright program really soon. Thanks so much, guys. Oh, say hi to my other cat, too. Hi, buddy.